Where's Robbie? Robbie's with Ronaldo.
So listen, we're outside the hotel of Al Riyadh. They're taking on Al Nassr today. Big game. One of the biggest games of the season.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to another episode of FCM. You already know what time it is. The host of the most. To my right, different position this week. We've got the cult hero in the building, part of Skull Nation.
Skull Nation, I told you, I'm going to keep wearing this until SDS win a game. I'm going to keep this on until SDS win a game, bro.
Saying, ride the storm.
Yes, bruv, this is my support hat. Until SDS win a game, you're going to see me in this Scully, bruh. In this thing, bruh. Whatever it is.
Speaking of SDS, the podcasting Pepe will be with us before we even get
Where is he?
He's hiding.
Where is he?
He's hiding like his team.
Where is he?
He's hiding like his team. How many losses is it?
19.
Listen, I don't even know if there's a belt emoji.
19.
I need the belt emoji in the chat.
She was 19, Shannon. 19. You know what I mean?
Hey, if there's a belt emoji, I need the belt emoji in the chat. Listen, before we go any further, you already know what happens around here. Like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. It's very important. Listen, we are in, I like to call this the fun part of the season. The Premier League title has been won. There's a few narratives here and there. So listen, I'll be so real with you. We're here on vibes. We're here to have fun. And we hope you guys can have fun with us. So if there's anything you want us to get into, let us know. Like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. And alas, if your team went out this week, did what needed to be done, secured the dub, then you know what time it is. It's hold tight. The 3-point collectors. I can't even remember the last time I said this.
Oh, right.
I can't.
Yeah,
literally.
Listen.
12:30 kickoff. We done it. You know Rafa Benitez meme? The little.
Yeah.
That was me. I was like, put the 3 points in the bag. So hold tight the 3-point collectors. Hold tight the participants as well. Because as you know, football cannot be played by one team alone. Whoa, we got ahead of ourselves there.
There's some trophy collectors as well.
There's
There's trophy collectors this week, innit?
hold tight Liverpool.
Yeah, you got
Hold tight the trophy collectors.
You got Barcelona.
There's
been trophy collectors.
the
So
trophy
we got,
collectors,
was it Celtic?
50-50.
55.
55.
There we go.
I took away 5 there.
Hey, listen, this is the trophies. This is the time
This
of the
the
season
season,
where
man.
it starts getting handed out.
It starts getting handed
what I'm
out. So
saying?
hold tight. Someone said hold tight the Wembley boys. I don't know. Actually, no, Palace. I'm gonna allow hold tight the Wembley boys to Palace.
Okay.
I'm gonna let that.
That's a good one.
But
the Wembley boys.
But no, Bayern Munich didn't secure their one. And
No, they got one more win, and Kane will be suspended. Right, listen.
I want to start the show with a special. What do I call this? A round of applause for someone.
Who's that?
Jamie Vardy.
Oh,
Thank you for your services.
oh,
Thank you for everything you've done.
what a boy!
What a legend. Jamie
What a
Vardy
boy.
announced he'll be leaving Leicester. So it's only right we dap him up. But let's get into the coverage. We know why most people are here. Liverpool have won the Premier League. They have secured their 20th English League title. They are now level
Yep, go on.
with Manchester United on titles won. Arne Slot has won a league title in his first season as Liverpool manager.
First season.
We've spoken a lot about Liverpool on this platform, on various platforms, and I think it's only right we analyse, digest this win.
Boy.
I guess the best place to start from for me is what a way to do it. There was never any doubt that they were not going to do it.
Yeah.
They turned the whole place red.
Yeah.
Apparently, you could see the smoke from Manchester that they were letting off the flares of.
Is it?
Big up the Everton fan that sold the blue flare.
Yeah, that was
I
hilarious.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. But what a way to do it.
Yeah.
What a way to secure it. Salah getting in on goals as well. It was a ceremony of happiness. They knew what time it was. And also, I actually do like the way things have led up to this. Of course, they've been out of the Champions League, but the Mo Salah contract extension, then the Van Dijk, it's kind of telling the fans, listen, forget about everything. We're going to celebrate this year. We know that he wasn't there to watch the last one, so we're going to make this special.
Yeah.
And fair play, man. I know a lot of Liverpool fans, and this one felt like it was the first one
time,
because the first one didn't really happen for them, you know? And people still put the asterisk next to it. And sometimes when a lot of people talk like that, you believe it yourself. So this
starts to irritate you.
Yeah, this literally feels like their first one to a lot of them. So credit where it's due, they walked away with it. At times people were thinking, are they going to let it slip? They're 9 points, they're not winning here. They had it in the bag. They put it in the bag like the fries a long time ago, and it's testament to how the manager's conducted himself, how the players have conducted themselves. This guy's coming saying,
You're sitting there today. You're sitting there today, mate. You're sitting there today. Yeah, you sit there, mate. You're sitting there today. Too late.
I see what?
Hey.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, innit?
But why are you late? Sorry, man. Hey, London traffic. All you marathon runners, yeah. Well done today. Well done. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of them are running for a good cause.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, hey, listen, good job.
A lot of them running for a good cause.
I mean, get out of the way, please. I've got places to be, man.
we were just giving Liverpool their credit.
No, but do you know what? I'm glad that you're here.
Yes.
Right? Fuad, not because of the game right now, but don't you think, like, what's going on? Maze is coming in like it's fashion week these days,
Bro,
isn't it?
You know,
Bro, can we expand? Can you stand up and show them shoe? Show them shoe.
Show your drip. Show your drip.
Hey, show your drip.
They got love hearts. They got love hearts on them.
Don't be afraid. Show your drip.
I said, don't worry, show yours.
I've been observing Mayo for the past 2 weeks.
Bro.
Yeah? Some of the fits I've been seeing.
Bro.
Hey, man.
Can you explain your fit?
I need to up my game.
That's an all purple fit. With the yellow head scarf.
Hey, this is suede as well.
Little suede thing.
Ooh, I didn't even clock this.
The shoe with love heart on him, you know. Hey. And I came in Crocs and the tracksuit and the SDS cap.
When you're winning awards.
SDS cap.
It's like...
Hey, we said this is. He said he's not taking it off to you guys.
Yeah, I'm not taking this off until you win.
I said I'm not cutting my hair till we win, bro. My hair's a
we're
mess.
about to get dreadlock food. We just got rid of dreadlock food. He's Jamaican again. He's Jamaican again, bro.
Hey!
He's about to be Jamaican again.
Listen,
oh no.
That is too funny.
Oh no.
Well, so you were saying Liverpool. You were giving them their praise.
Yeah, we was just saying that it feels like the first one because the first one obviously was behind closed doors, and there was a lot of slight on that. But I mean, I know you're a big Arne Slot sort of fan. Now that it's all said and done, he has delivered.
Yeah.
What is your take on this Liverpool trophy win?
It's a validation trophy, in my opinion. This is the one that's given the stamp of approval to a lot of Klopp's boys. If you like, I'll talk on Arne in a bit, but the guys like Trent, Alisson, Virgil, Salah, I feel like they won that first one, and it was almost like, you know how rivals are, they ban. Leicester got one as well, man. Yeah. You man ain't really achieved nothing. You lot are nearly men, and for all the years they got the 97s, the 98s, the getting so close. They needed that one more Premier League, I feel like, just to kind of certify their kind of legacy within this kind of era. And I just feel like for those guys, it's that validation stamp. For the new guys like the Soboslai, the Gravenberches, this is now your first one, McAllister. Can you lot carry this mantle for this next phase? Because I imagine obviously Arne Slot coming in as well, first year. Yeah. I think everybody thought this was going to be a transition year. You lot will be competing for Europa League. You've seen all the pre-season predictions, but the fact that he's come in, everybody talked about, that 1 year when City fall off, Chelsea, we're going to be there. Yeah, you know what I mean? United, hey. Oli Jose we might do a little something. Arsenal, they've been planning for the... How many processes now? What phase is slotting? Phase 1. Delivered that bad boy. And the best part about him delivering this title for me is the fact that he's literally using the same squad Klopp had. The same squad that didn't finish the job last year. Yeah. This year there was just no Man City in front of them. Yeah. And everybody wants to talk about, but it's a weak league season. You know, everybody's... That's your fault. That's your club's fault. Yeah. That's not on Liverpool. Yeah. Liverpool came in, did their job. What is it? They only lost to Forest?
How can you... 1 or 2 games?
2 games, I think.
2 games. I can't even remember the other one. But it's 2 games. And people are trying to almost asterisk it because the rest of you lot are chumps.
Yeah.
Nah.
I want to just pick up this. I just want to read this comment
greatest
quickly.
year under Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
All them years under Klopp, and he's managed to find another level. Gravenberch finding a new position.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai, last year, let's not lie, he was looking like one of the most underwhelming 70 million signings ever. This season looks a different player, and I'm like, bro, you have to give Arne Slot his dues. He's individually improved his team. Tactically, they don't look the same as they did last year, and the fact that you're doing all this in your first year.
No, it's facts, man. And the thing is, as you mentioned, obviously, you mentioned it earlier about players that have signed contracts. Obviously, they're staying there, so they're gonna be there to usher in the new generation of players that are gonna come to Liverpool this season. I mean, well, this summer, Liverpool are probably gonna sign a few players because even though they won the league, it still feels like we saw what happened in the Champions League. We saw they want to go deeper in every competition.
Yeah.
So that's what Liverpool should be doing.
Yeah.
So we know they're now probably going to go sign some players, and that's why you want a Mo Salah there. That's why you want a Van Dijk there. We'll see what happens with Alisson, but you want them players that have been there and done it. Robertson, let's not forget him.
Yeah.
I know maybe it's not his best year, it's not prime Robertson or anything, but he's been good. You know what I'm trying to say? He's been good. He's there. So you want them type of characters still around the club, and
Absolutely.
you look at, like, obviously there's a little bit of a difference with the Klopp team and the slot team, and that's just the way it's been deployed. You know what I mean? The importance of a McAllister. Last season, we watched him drown in the six for 6 months until Endo came in and tried to put a plaster over it. It was like, yeah, you're a good dude, but Endo kick rocks. You know what I'm trying to say? Come and just be that afterwards. You know,
lock up.
Yeah. But now you see the importance of McAllister. I'm a big fan of McAllister. Always have been.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they got a player like that for 35 million.
Bargain.
You think about the way Brighton sell. You think about the way football clubs sell. How they got this guy for 35 million is just unbelievable.
Unchallenged as well.
Unchallenged. Just
everybody knew about the clause.
It's
but
just
nobody
it was just
decided.
honestly like that's just a perfect signing. Even, and we have to give credit. We're talking about giving credit to Slot. We're talking about giving credit to the players. We have to give credit to Liverpool owners.
FSG, yeah. Speak
You
about
have
it.
to give. They
Talk
got
to me a little on that one, because I don't know.
Let me tell you why you got to give them credit, right? Maybe we can. Some people would say, well, they got lucky. Maybe you could say because they didn't sign and then they went on to win the league.
Yeah.
But you have to appoint this man, no?
Facts.
You have to appoint Arne Slot, and they got
They
that
did their
decision
due diligence.
spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on. Bro. You know the champagne that they're gonna the wine that they're gonna have today
They
in
must
the
have
offices.
exclusive wine.
Well done, boys. Job done.
Job done. Good process. Good
Job
process.
done, boys. Look at us.
Good process.
Look at us.
Who thought we'd be here, huh?
You know what I mean?
In less than 12 months.
Bro,
Who thought we'd be here?
we kings
Not me.
again. Bro, honestly, like they, as much as FSG, I know they don't do the greatest in the market. Could they have strengthened in January so Liverpool could have a Champions League run? I know that. But at the end of the day, I do think sometimes in this era now, where everything's under a microscope, we kind of think everything has to be perfection.
I get it. Yeah.
I was saying, even when I came up on here and I was like, yeah, we're all going to troll Liverpool about not winning against PSG, and they getting knocked out of the FA Cup and the Carabao. However, you can't expect perfection every single year. They have won the Premier League. If you let rival fans rattle you, then that's your business. But you have won the Premier League.
Yeah.
I grew up winning some seasons, just winning the Premier
That
League.
is mission
I never
accomplished.
thought about
In
it.
terms
Like
of
this.
when they hired Slot, that was the mission.
Yeah.
Win back the Premier League, and I
Would
don't
you-
even know if it
would you
was
say
in
that-
the first year.
Well, that's
Was that the mission in the
I
first
don't know.
season?
I don't know if
Bro,
the mission was the first
'cause
year.
Put it this way, right? I'm not in any way comparing the two in any way, shape, or form. But if Klopp is the head of this dynasty and he leaves, we all know what happens when big clubs lose that person. We saw it happen to United. We saw it happen with Arsenal, with Wenger and everything.
Yeah.
You now have this guy who's relatively unknown come in, and he delivers a Premier League in the first year. I don't think that would have been the aim. It would have been, can you steady the ship?
Yeah.
He did more than that.
Yeah.
And praise where it's due. Like you said, FSG, they get a lot of stick about the signings, etc. You cannot fault the fact.
I don't want to let them completely off the hook.
No, I'm not saying they
and I
had I'm just saying they pulled a blinder
well done.
with the
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah.
appointment.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Fully.
And
Like,
now
and
it's
that's
about-
difficult.
Yeah,
And
it's difficult
How many
not
people
to.
have done it?
Bro, no, but the thing, it's
Apart from
difficult
Chelsea.
not to fall off. It's difficult not to fall off, let alone
Go forward.
That you got the manager to win you it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's crazy, man. That's
The only thing I would still be like, I'd be like, yo, the past like 3 years of transfer activity, if you lot were serious, you could have had multiple. You lot could have even had maybe an extra Champions League. Do you know what I mean? But because you're kind of a little bit hesitant, but I get it. They always want to be sure about their signing. They want to be sure about their managerial appointment. And listen, it's got them here now.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be very interesting how they let Slot build this club in his vision. Because this is essentially still Klopp's vision.
This is a new test for him.
Do you know what I mean? So now this is going to be new territory. And how much do FSG kind of open a purse? Because for a year now, you've only given him Chiesa. I'm expecting at a minimum 2 big signings. They've got the number 9 to address. They've got the left back position you could say they need to strengthen. Those are maybe the 2 starting positions you would look at. And I'm not thinking they're going to be cheap signings. So
Centre back. I think
Centre
because
back,
Konate,
I think they can get away with
he's
Konate
flirting with maybe a match
injuries.
PSG and all this
I
other
think
stuff.
with Konate, Virgil and Kwanzaa, they can still roll 1 more year. But they do need to start planning for that.
Right back.
They have to plan.
I think they get. I don't know. Are they going to go with Conor Bradley or they're going to get a right back?
I think
Pedro Porro.
if Ola Aina is on the free, they do the Robertson thing.
Ooh.
Liverpool always like to shop a little bargain.
It's a lot different.
You reckon
though,
Ole
innit?
Aina at Liverpool?
But the thing
You
is, Ole
chatted
Aina,
him.
yeah, but Ole Aina's a lot different in terms of like. I think they still gonna want some like Ole Aina for me is very good defensively. Like he can lock up, but going forward, Trent was a different level. Now, are you gonna get somebody that's as good as Trent
Never.
going forward?
Never.
You're probably not. You're gonna have to wait a long time for that. But maybe it's the team that he's in at the same time. But the intent of that fullback, I think, still needs to be
Also,
forward.
is Aina going to leave Forest if they qualify for Champions League?
With what he's
Like,
got going on.
I think they will try and renew him, especially considering the season he's had.
Last
The
payday.
only
and stuff, though.
reason I say it is because again, you know Liverpool love shopping a good bargain. Like we've seen it time and time again. If we can get a player that's about to be in their peak on a free and give him a decent contract, why not?
You know what?
If I was Liverpool, I'd test Reece James.
What?
Yeah, look at this
What I
guy,
wanted-
bro.
what I wanted to-
Injuries,
what I
bruh.
wanted to-
Heat check.
What I wanted
See
to
if you
say
still got it.
before we go into super chats is what I'm intrigued by is of course Van Dijk signed the Supermax.
Rightly so.
For me personally, whilst he's signed on and it's the right decision, they are going to need to look for who is their next A centre back. Konate is great, but I don't know if Konate is an A sort of to lead.
Konate's an A.
I think they'll get a young. I think they'll go down the young route.
That's
to be
what I'm saying. I
honest.
think you're going to get like a young that's going to be a. Someone said, but they should look at Bastoni. I don't know about that.
I
That'd be
think
interesting.
Jarrell Hatto.
Yeah, he's a good player,
He
innit?
can
Yeah.
cover. He could be the future understudy for Virgil.
Yeah.
Can cover for Robbo. Give him a bit of competition for now. I think he is someone you bring in.
Hoyson looked
positions.
there.
Someone said Frimpong.
Hoyson.
Someone said Jeremy.
Hoyson's I like, and I think on the ball he's great.
Defensively,
But
though.
brother, this guy, for me, he just moves a bit sluggish.
He just because he's slender. You know,
I
like that
don't know.
slender
He,
look.
he's
innit?
moving like a little bit of a freight train. I'm like, hey man, Zaberni is the real engager, and I think Zaberni is the one really going under the radar. And I'm like, everybody's falling in love with the shiny toy syndrome. Whenever the new boy comes into a new league, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
And Hoyson is that guy this year. I remember Fofana was that a couple years back.
Yeah.
But Zaberni is the one. I'm like, hey, that guy is the real truth. In my
You know what? This 20th title, obviously they've matched 20, which is pain.
Speak to me about that.
Pain that you can't imagine. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But you know what? Like, it's one of them ones, and Peter Drury was talking about it, and it's the way it happened. I think at some point it was like 5-5 or something like 6-6 or something like that.
Yeah.
The titles. Then all of a sudden, Liverpool went 11 titles, and Man United won none in that period. And then Man United came back 13. Liverpool won none. And then now Liverpool have obviously got their 2 in the last couple of years as well. So it's now 2020, obviously. One sec, it's 2020. So that's pain. You know what I'm saying? That's pain. Not only that, you got City just got to the FA Cup final. You got Arsenal preparing to get to a Champions League final. You got Liverpool just getting 20 times. Even Leeds just got getting promoted, bro. This ain't good times, bro. This ain't good times, bro. This is very, very dark times for Man United. But even the manner in which they won this 20, I actually find it very similar to how we won our 20 because everyone that season said it's a dead year as well.
Yeah,
2012-13.
Yeah. That was the tablecloth kit.
With Van Persie, obviously. And
Jacob.
the thing is, when you look at that, you look at Man United's form. Man United won like 24 out of 29 in their first. Went on a run of 24 wins in 29 games, and so our fans will be like, "Oh, well, we were strong. Like we were good. Same way Liverpool will." But the rest of the league will be like, and I admit that I think the rest of the league wasn't the greatest, and we crashed out against Real Madrid. We crashed out in the cups. I remember when Van Persie went on a little goal drought. So it kind of at the same time we were kind of like, We couldn't get over that Real Madrid loss. Nani fly kick.
I remember that.
Yeah,
red
they
card,
lost on penalties to PSG, so we couldn't get over it. But eventually, when they're gonna look back at this, and they're gonna have to enjoy this. They're gonna have to enjoy it. And the thing is, I don't think they should care about everyone saying that the league is. I'm one of the people saying that the league is neat, but I've never ever said this is a dead title for Liverpool. I have not said go and do your business, because at the start of the season, I would have said Arsenal are going to win it if City are going to fall off. So I would never tell a Liverpool fan, don't like celebrate like crazy. Just don't get fixated on what the rivals say.
The question I've got for you is, you mentioned how the road to 20 sounded like WrestleMania has been different for both teams. Who gets to 25 first out of Liverpool?
Remember I said it last week. Oh, you weren't here. You weren't here. You weren't here last week, the other day. I said, yeah, we getting 25 for they getting to 25. But I don't know if we're getting to 21 though. They getting 21, but no, honestly, who knows, man? Who knows how the future's gonna shape out? But right now, obviously, you're gonna say Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? But hey, when it was road to 20, when we had 7, would you have said we're gonna get 20 first? Hey, no, would you have said that?
Would you? You know they say it's the hope that kills you, man.
Wait, City road to 21st.
Wait, yo, City they're 3 off Arsenal of league titles. They're 3 off Arsenal.
Who?
City are 3 off Arsenal, 10 league titles. You guys only have 6 league titles. You guys that's a bit. I thought you had more history.
We had a resurgence though, man. You get me? How many you man got?
2.
2 league titles. Is it?
Yeah, I think.
I thought you had more than
51 and 61.
You guys can restore a little feeling, you know.
51 and 61.
Get Ange out.
That is crazy.
We'll start there.
Well, speaking of Ange, is it the right time to segue? Let me read some super chats and then we can segue into that. Medical Bunker says title, trebles, records, eclipse, United are history.
What you say?
Titles, trebles, records, eclipse.
Good, man. You know what though? You see, I'm a fan that always says rewrite your history, make new history.
No, you're not.
Bro, if you check my group chat, make new history.
One of my favorite sayings.
Bro, I'm telling you,
rewrite your own history.
Make new history, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, make new history. We can't keep talking about this and that and treble and it. Make new history, bro. So listen, Liverpool, they've got 20 now. I saw the Nike posted something like something. It was a nice little.
They're not the best team in Britain.
It's Scouts or something like that. Yeah. So listen, Man United need to rewrite their own. You're watching. Listen, did you not have a wake up call when you saw City win the league and then Liverpool won the Champions League same season? We didn't react. We didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? We carried on with Oli. We signed who? Maguire and Fred. Okay, wow. Yeah, I mean, when you see Liverpool do 4-P, you see all this. When are we going to learn our lesson? We have to react. I want to see a reaction. Real talks.
What are you willing to do?
Yes. Today? I want to see a reaction. That's what I want to see. But we might not be getting one. Yeah. When we had bread, we couldn't react. Now we ain't got bread. We ain't got bread.
I'm on him. Show me something.
I'm calling him the Portuguese young spring. It's mad out here, bro. Blue and White says the Tottenham number 13 is a position partners use. I don't understand that. So I'm after the education for us. The Tottenham number 13 is a position partner.
Who's that? Udoji?
Yeah, I think
what's a position
I don't know
use?
What that
I know that's sounding crazy already.
Mad.
Positions partners use.
You doggy.
You know what?
Oh!
It took us a little minute to get there.
It
took us a little minute to get there. Welcome to the unction, baby.
Well, unks.
Oh my God.
We are unks.
You dirty boy. You dirty boy.
Sene Neje says dud of the week is Shannon Sharp and Rudiger. We're going to get into the Rudiger one later for sure. Kelvin says Big Ange, put the big round ball inside my team.
Huh?
What is going on with this?
Put the big round ball. Did he actually say that?
We've lost our marbles. We've lost our marbles. What did he say?
Put the big round ball inside my team.
The big round
ball. He is at that delirious point. It wouldn't surprise me. I haven't seen any of the quotes, to be fair.
Pedri and McAllister, real midfield performance. That's from Taz.
True.
DJ Pola says Mace dressed like he's going to a Kendrick show. That's funny.
Yeah, you know them ones.
It says Elliot.
I'm more intellectual than the others.
Where does this outfit go? You hit the nail on the head, my friend. Blue, LA, blue shoe loafers, like.
And YG steps. YG, bro. All that man. And
that's too funny. Nadir says City to win an FA Cup final, top 4 next season. We go. We'll get into City. Calamitaz says, big up, guys. Tell Scam Salah says hi. DJ Polar says, Fuad, take some defenders. You doggy, best left back.
Come on, man. That was like 3 years ago. I've always maintained, when new information comes to light, opinions can change. But also, I cannot be held accountable for the
man who was
previous
yesterday.
Dreadhead's actions.
Oh my
Me
God.
and that brother,
Yeah, he's a new
I don't
man.
know who he is.
Oh my Lord.
That's Fuad. This is Fuad.
Man said Fuad.
Yeah?
Right.
on, get with the program.
Spurs, 19 losses. Fuad, what's going on?
Hey, number Salah, he just hit top 5, you know.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Salah did hit top five.
Salah
Top
just
five
hit
all
top
time?
five all-time
Goal
top
scorer.
scorers
Yeah.
in Prem. I think he's, is it 3 behind or 2 behind
And I think
Andy
he's
Cole? No, I don't know.
2 GAs behind getting all-time.
One more.
One more.
You know what I like about Salah? Let me tell you, I'm feeling
leaving
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nice today. I'm actually feeling nice today.
Let's go.
You know what I really like about Salah?
What do you like?
What I really like about Salah is that he's never shown that he's aware of records, and he's never shown that he's not aware of like personal glory. And I like that because one of my favorite players, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's always been like that. And people think because Messi doesn't talk about it, they think that if you want to be elite, if you want to be the best, you're aware of these things, bro.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing, if you want to be the best podcaster, you know what the best podcast numbers are doing. You know anything you do. You know that Coke know what Pepsi are doing. Pepsi know what Coke are doing.
Yeah.
And Salah has always known what records he's chasing. Today, Daniel Sturridge asked him, "Yo, are you aware of the?" He said, "Yeah. I know I broke the 38 game record one. Yeah, and I'm one off the all-time one." He's like, "I know my numbers, bro. Like, I know
Yes,
it."
he does
And you know what?
do
I
that.
like that because that's what's pushing you. Did you see it got to 3-1? He did the same thing 5 times in a row. He didn't pass. He knows what he wants.
I know
Bro, the
he
game's
was-
wrapped.
You know what I'm here
He
for.
got that
Bro,
own goal.
the
You
game
know what
is
I'm here
wrapped.
for.
The game is wrapped. It will just your doji is me v you now, bro.
yeah.
The rest of the team said we understand.
I know
until
he
he got
I
it.
know
Steph
he
Curry
was-
said, pass me the
Yeah.
ball.
Do you know
Pass
the
me
one,
the
Like
ball.
that, bro.
the one when Darwin got it and he played it across him and it was 1 inch too far?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know he was fuming. But
Yeah.
you know what he was even more angry about? When he cut it back to Elliot and Elliot did it.
Yeah.
Like, brother,
No,
give him an assist.
I need to get an assist
Yeah.
record. Bro, you're going to see the next 4 games, yeah? You're going to see the
most
most
shameless
one-man play.
performances.
But why not?
Go for
Because
it.
do you know why?
He won the title now.
You won the title, and in 10 years, 20 years,
No one's gonna
you're
remember
going to look at it. Well, the age of media now, they'll probably go back to it. But who cares? Your name is going to be in that record book,
Yeah.
doing this, doing that. So, honestly, I'm not going to be sorry if one of Salah's assists from now to is literally him in front of the goal and
just tap it
pass
over.
to a
Liverpool
man and he
players,
taps
their
it.
mission needs to be, we're going to get that record for you.
And didn't you see Gakpo? Gakpo was through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows Salah's trying to break. He tried to pass to
Yeah.
Salah. No. Was it? It was Gakpo.
Gakpo.
It was Gakpo. Darwin Núñez
Darwin
through.
Núñez was through
He
as
tried
well.
to put him. Bro, this is what it is. And the thing is,
100%.
Salah's aware of it, and I respect
I feel
that.
like back in the day, players used to do that, if I'm not mistaken. Like when
you
it
were
was
chasing the golden
Henri
boot.
Van Nistelrooy,
Yeah.
you were chasing the golden boot. Hey, hot potato. that
not
time.
if you're Fergie. You remember Fergie? Fergie benched Van Nistelrooy for the last game
Remember that.
and said, "Hey, don't worry about no golden boot." And Henri went and won it.
Yeah.
That's a sick man.
Yeah,
Fergie.
but Fergie was a disciplinary.
That's
Fergie's
a
a
sick
Fergie's a
man.
Nigerian dad.
That is a sick man.
Fergie's a Nigerian dad. Bro.
Nah, that is
You will
that.
learn today.
Man said, "Oh no, that's a bad guy."
But sorry,
right
you
there,
was
bro.
gonna bring up Ange and the 19th loss.
Yeah.
Going on that. I mean, listen, it's 19 losses. Bro. I don't know
You
what
guys are
more
gonna
can
lose
be said about
more
that.
games.
We probably will. We're going for a record. We're going for a Premier League Spurs record of maximum losses ever. I reckon we go 21. in
You reckon
total.
you go 21?
I reckon we go 21.
Yikes.
Because what today showed me was like, this dude has no defensive. I'm convinced, and I would love to sit down with a Spurs player someday and ask them, does he actually do any defensive training? Because after we went 1-0 up, bro, it was like we softly just spread our cheeks for them and said,
Wait,
have
what?
a go.
That's crazy.
Have a go.
Yeah.
Which one of you? Bro, you have no idea how wide open we were through that middle.
God damn,
Yo.
bro. God, chill. Chill.
But brother, this guy, and do you know what? This club is so weird, yeah, because we're 16th, 17th place,
Yeah.
but we're in the semi-final of the Carabao. We were in the semi-final of the Carabao. We're also in the semi-final of the Europa League. We also scored the same amount of goals as Arsenal, but our goal difference is also the 7th highest in the league.
so
But we're
weird.
16th and 17th in the table.
That is-
Do you understand? We've had the most 1-goal margin losses in Premier League history. Like it's such a weird season. And Ange, previous to this game, was talking in the press like, "Oh, the fans were complaining about finishing 5th last year. I bet they wish that was the situation." You do realise you're the reason why we're in this
You're in
situation right
charge
now.
of both, mate. Why do you say that?
You're the reason why we're down here now. And I feel like he thinks that if he wins the Europa League, it's kind of like he really gets to cup his ears to the fan. Like, I told you that I was going to do something.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot, bro. If you think that is doing something. Because that is, you check the bookmark or the bookies at the start of the season. Bro, Spurs are one of the favourites to win the Europa League. With that squad, you should be able to. You shouldn't be 16th, 17th. And listen, today was a humiliation ritual. Let's be honest. Liverpool were always going to win, and Anfield, we've never really won there. So it was going to be a given. But at
One win is
least,
30 years,
bro, it's disgusting. Let's not talk about our record at Stamford Bridge. Let's not talk about our record at the Emirates. And his record in particular against these big six side has been disgusting, bro. So for me, I'm like, I genuinely cannot wait for this season to just finish. Just so we can resolve whether Europa League is it done or not.
If you win it?
Even if he wins it, I want him gone.
Fair.
Genuinely, there is no saving him. Because for me, he doesn't have a game plan. He doesn't have a backup plan for when his game plan is going wrong. His in-game change is horrendous. You don't know how to handle adversity, whether that's injuries, whether that's players being unavailable, whether that's the game momentum going against you. He doesn't do anything. He just stands there and then has the balls and attitude to come out afterwards like he is this divine guy who can say no wrong and do no wrong. Shut up, bro. Fuck off back to China. I don't want to see you. Japan, wherever it is you was managing before this, bro. Honestly, I don't want to see him again.
Wait.
Hey, get him off the screen as well, man. I don't want to see him on bottom corner, man. Hey, move.
Man said,
What I wanted to...
bro,
You made me lose my trail of thought.
19... Tottenham have inquired about bringing in Niko Kovac.
I'm telling you now,
Who's
if Niko
Kovac the manager
Kovac
of
gets
right
announced
now?
as the manager, he's a
Frankfurt.
former Monaco manager, manager that got sacked from Dortmund, the Eintracht Frankfurt when they were doing well a couple of years ago. Listen, he's one of these cute little Europa League managers. Thomas Frank is right there. If that is the man brought in, I promise you next season when we do FCM, this is a neutral fan here. I am a football enjoyer. We have Chelsea rep, we have United rep. I'm a neutral. Don't talk to me about Niko Kovac.
Bro, 19 losses. You know what? That is literally you've lost half. You're gonna 100% lose half of your games this season.
No, it's already happened.
It's already happened, bro.
I'm saying when they hit 38, no matter what, they've lost half their games this season.
Bro,
what I was gonna say is
crazy.
I feel like,
but wait, mate, yo,
don't talk too loud, bro. Do not talk too loud.
don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
these fixtures are kind of.
Hey, I can't lie. I feel like I've seen the script for how your season ends and I was cracking up about it. I feel like this is what's gonna happen, right? United are gonna shamelessly get past Bilbao.
I promise you.
Yeah, so that,
you will learn the devil. You will learn the devil. The real devil is waiting. You think it's United?
They will shamelessly get past Bilbao. Spurs will avoid the funny thing happening and get to the final.
If we get to the Europa final,
Then Ange will make like a comment sort of like, this is the moment we've been waiting for. And the final will be decided by penalties, and United will win. I feel like that's the script, bro. I feel like that's the script.
We have beaten United. We have beaten United 3 times this season,
and you will lose
Carabao Premier League double. And if we somehow lose the final to them, bro, I want Ange going out on a pitchfork. I want him on a pit, hanging on a pitchfork.
I feel like I've seen the rest.
Bro, I'm telling you. But you lot, I'm telling you, you lot are just looking to, when we back Spurs in the final. Firstly, the game against Bodo, I'm panicking personally.
Bodo away is.
I'm panicking. I don't know about you Spurs fans. I did HIT7s.
Yeah.
He did a little documentary on the best built club in Europe. And I was thinking, this might be, I don't know, Benfica or something.
You saw
Bodo Glimt. I said, hold on, wait a minute. 4 out of the last 5 league titles. Their recruitment is spot on. Bro, they've been journeying in Europe as well. Very well, progressing. So I'm not that confident. You lot's overconfidence against Bilbao.
I don't think we're overconfident. I think United fans are saying we're going to lose. Most of us saying we're going to lose.
Every game prior that they've played, they've had a man sent off. Rangers, Fenerbahce. I can't remember who else they played.
You see what happened to Leon with this? Don't do that over here.
Trust me. This is immovable object, unstoppable force, I'm telling you. Because the Bilbao, the final as well. It's in Bilbao.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be there to watch us lift.
Yeah, well,
I'm telling y'all,
to watch us lift.
watch this space.
Yeah, no, Athletic Bilbao. I thought when I looked at it, and even in the start, I said for me when I saw the last 16 and stuff, I thought they're the favourites. Do you know what I mean? When I saw the finals there, I saw their away game. But honestly, if you saw the tie against Rangers though,
shaky warrior.
But
there's only one unbeaten team in Europe.
them against Leon though.
There's only one
They were shaky.
There's only one unbeaten team in the whole of European football.
This gimmick of unbeaten in Europe.
Because even Legia beat you guys.
Hey, but wait,
There's only one unbeaten team in Europe.
Can you blame them for losing that game? Did you see what the Polish fans were doing?
I didn't see.
All of them tops off, flares.
Oh,
I would lose the game as well.
no, during that thing,
That's where they got the Poznan thing from.
Yeah, I would lose as well.
Listen,
I would lose the game.
There's
as
only
well.
one unbeaten team in Europe. Listen, if me and Fuad meet each other in the final, that might be
We have
crazy.
to watch along for that.
What? Hey, I don't know what I can. Oh, yeah.
Right.
That'll be
Listen, speaking on things as well. Oh my gosh, production. My link is going all fugazi. City got to Champions League. I want to talk about Crystal Palace first.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace got to FA Cup final. Mm-hmm. Massive news for South London. I want to give them a round of applause for that.
South London hype, man.
Boy, you're done. Sick for them though. I think we've been big advocates saying that the quote unquote smaller teams should take this more seriously. There's an opportunity here. What a moment for them. There was talks on Glasner's name a little bit once Elise left, and things were going a bit left shape. But FA Cup final, you got to respect it, man. Like, anything can happen in that 90 minutes. Eze turning up in the park this season he likes to turn up in. Ismail Assar.
Hey.
Bro, that's 8 goal contributions on Villa's head this season.
Sarr.
He's got 8 goal contributions on Villa's head this season.
I like Sarr. I like Ismail Sarr. I think he's a good player. Honestly.
I remember when they made like those rafter signings, he was the
Yeah.
one that was kind of
That
like the real
stood
standout for me. Was
Yeah.
it Kamada that came in, Chalaba,
Yeah.
all of those
Yeah.
signings that you thought were going to boost him, and Ketia.
Yeah.
But he's been the one that I feel like this season has popped up in moments where you just think,
He's had
No,
to as
what
well
player?
because with no Elise, you need someone to stand up.
You know what?
Mateta's come good, as we know.
Yeah.
Adam Wharton continues to do what Adam Wharton does. And I wanted to ask you two about him because obviously this is someone that I watched a lot in the Championship.
bro.
I know he's your type of midfielder. I know you feel quite fond of him.
man,
How high do you guys rate Adam Wharton?
he is a...
Because for me, I'll put it out there. If his name wasn't Adam Wharton, we would have different conversations about this guy, man.
Bro, I think he's so good, bro. I think Adam Wharton's so good. You look like we always talk about England not producing certain type of midfielders and stuff. And
that's what I was just
he's
about
like
to
a
say,
Carrick. Like he's like a Carrick the way he can pass, and younger Carrick. Like people don't forget Carrick used to be able to run at Spurs and
West Ham,
stuff. You know what I mean?
Spurs,
Yeah.
yeah.
But just look at him. Like he's got the grace. He passed the ball well. He's good on the half turn. He always passes forward.
Yeah.
He can play in a 2, which he's showing at Palace.
Yep.
So if he can play in a 3, I'm sure he can. Do you know what I mean? I was calling for him to start at the Euros.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I mean?
remember.
People were saying, sure. I was like, bro, this is the type of partner that that will work with Rice and Jude Bellingham or Kobe Mainoo's, etc. So I think he's so good. And I saw Leah's did a video the other day on ESPN ranking under 21 players. They didn't have top Adam Wharton in the top 40. Yeah,
Wow.
21 players. I'm like 21
You
under.
know what it is, though?
Unbelievable.
That little injury hit period where he was missing, I think, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
type
and
thing.
I remember earlier in the
Yeah.
season,
Yeah.
people were saying, what happened to Adam Wharton hype? I'm like, you guys are so fickle. This guy is so good. This guy can play for any team in the country, in my opinion. And look, I don't want to praise him, go too far, but there's certain teams that are looking for someone to
Centre-backs?
come and play centre mid. Certain giants.
I'm
They're
telling
talking about they need a Tony Kroos replacement.
Yo.
I'm not going to say too much.
Yo.
but-
Green Line Chem.
Yo.
Green Line Chem.
What are you doing there?
Certain-
Green Line
What
Chem.
are you doing
Certain
there?
teams are
What are you doing there?
What if Jude can do
Let
it? Why
him
can't
chill.
he? If Jude can do it, why
Let
can't
him
he?
chill. What are you
I'm
doing?
excited. I'm excited.
You want to get Wharton to Madrid?
I
So
want
they
him
can
to
white
Uni-
flag him after
I want him
6
to
weeks.
United. I want him to United,
Yo,
but
get him to City.
no.
We've seen this
No.
script so many
Stay
times.
No.
away from United.
No.
And stay away from
No.
Madrid. Adam
No.
Wharton, I beg you.
No.
Hope someone in Palace gets this clip to him.
No.
Don't go to Madrid.
No.
Don't go to United.
Yeah, boy. Come to the
Spurs,
Giants.
City.
Shut up about Spurs.
Spurs.
He wants to be, if he went to Spurs, he'll ruin his whole career, bro.
Like,
Career,
what?
his life.
His
Hey,
life.
Think about it. Archie Gray, Adam Wharton.
Nah,
England.
nah,
We're already there.
Nah.
You play Bergvall in front.
Oh,
That's the next 10 years. Let's go. Oh, come on, baby.
Smoking.
Come on.
This guy's
Types of
ridiculous.
crack, mate. All types, bro.
This guy is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
no, bro.
Hey, they're gonna say I was screaming in their ears.
Yeah.
Let me chill.
Hey, man, it's Liverpool champions, man.
I lost 5-1 today.
Bruh. You gotta take it on the chin these days, you know what I mean? Pause, but
It is
yeah.
what it is, man.
But it is what it is. Go on.
Speaking on the City side, we had a quote that came up on the screen with Pep saying that an FA Cup is not enough to make their season successful. They're through to the final. They could still potentially get Champions League. They could potentially get top 4 the way it's looking.
Yeah.
I know this is a very fickle thing to say, but Pep said that apparently they're saying that he's trying to get back with his wife. Do you think that? Let's say
Real men.
keep the one you have.
Work on your love, man. Work on your love.
Real men. That's what they do.
Work
bro.
on your love. There's not too many
got the
real
one?
ones out there. If you find it, secure it. Well done, Pep.
What did-
Go and get your woman back.
That's a season, man.
What happened to real lovers?
Chip once said,
I'll make love to you like you want me to. You know what I'm saying? Go get your woman back. Go dance in the rain, bro.
Facts.
Chip once said,
Facts.
keep the girl you had before the deal.
bro.
Don't switch up on them. Pep.
Yeah, man.
Keep the girl you
know
had
what I mean?
before
Or
the
he's going to
deal.
end up like Shannon Sharp. And you don't want that to be the case. Do you get where I'm coming from? You don't want to be 56 chasing young'uns, bro.
Man said, only Carly from OnlyFans.
Bro, yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, Pep.
Yo.
Don't let us catch you on OnlyFans, Pep.
You don't want to end up doing all of that. You know what I mean? Old and chasing the young
It's a
things, bro.
treacherous
the app.
life, man.
It's a treacherous,
It's
bro.
a treacherous
It's
life,
treacherous.
Pep, close the app.
Go and get that woman, as Monique said to Shannon, go and get that woman that when you come home, you can put your feet on the table, she'll wash your feet, you'll go into the kitchen, there's turkey leg, there's food.
No, there's tapas,
There's food there.
there's
Then you
tapas.
go upstairs, the bath is ready, it's hot. Pep, come bath. That's what you
Pajamas
want.
waiting for you on the bed.
Pajamas waiting for you in the bed. And then you got the lights that, like Ashton Hall. Bed, bro. That's the life you want in your 50s.
Real shit. Real shit. Hey,
Come on, men. Men.
youngsters watching this right now,
man.
take
Listen.
note.
The girl you had before
No,
the deal, man.
take heed.
So
It's
yeah,
a message.
I say that all to say, if he does do that, is it wraps for the Premier League next season?
What if he gets back with his wife?
Yeah.
Potentially.
Because I think that's what they
Potentially.
wrote their season this season.
I think for me, I think it definitely played a part on City's derailing, and there was points where he was all scratching up himself. And listen, City was stressing him, but
Hey, something just hit me.
extracurricular activities will always affect
Something
it.
just hit me.
What's that?
Is that why Pep got rid of Kyle Walker? Because he's like, he didn't want, like, we need like, we need loyal, we need focused people in the. Is that what Pep's doing?
Oh my
Hey, moving on swiftly, man. I wanted to discuss the Copa del Rey final because there's a few takeaways from that. First things first, Culture Cams. There was a take that you had about footballers and greatness that pertained to free kicks,
Ah, yes.
and I would like you
Oh,
to speak. I would like you to speak to the congregation.
Can we just have a moment
I've-
of silence?
Yeah, for that.
For our favourite
account.
football Twitter account, man. Has Mbappe scored a free kick? Hey, brother, we know you French brothers might not understand what we're saying right now, but we appreciate the work you did, brothers.
Legendary.
Thank you.
Legendary.
Great
Well
page,
done
man.
To you guys.
What a
Well
run.
done to you.
That is one of the greatest social
That's
media
one of the
runs I've
greatest
seen.
accounts.
elite hated.
And I liked what you said as well. You can pivot that. You can pivot that.
Some
only-
players.
Someone said, has Hoyland scored in the comments? I said,
Yeah. He scored.
he scored today. I said, it would have been curtains.
So he already pivoted. Has Mbappe won the Champions League?
No,
No,
that's
he
a
thought
different
about
account, you know.
Oh, there's two.
Yeah, it's a
thought about
different
that.
account. Looking at it
Yeah.
now.
Cool. But yeah. So
Even what's it called?
L'Equipe.
L'Equipe. They posted basically saying it's the end for that account. Bro, big page. That's
I'm not even.
That's crazy.
Bro, when I saw the goal go in, the first thing
bro,
I did was run for that
same.
page.
And I saw the post.
yeah, the Breaking Bad thing.
Yeah, nah. You know what? I've always said you can't be in GOAT combos if you ain't scored a free kick, bro. Every GOAT has to score a free kick in their career, bro. If you have not got a free kick in your career, you ain't in GOAT conversations,
Do
bro.
you know what always happens? as well?
Well, as an attacker and midfielder. But yo, even Van
I
Dijk- even
kind
Van
of
Dijk has
agree
been-
because what always happens is even players who aren't like naturally free kick takers,
They will score one.
the moment they start becoming like the best player in the
They
team,
take some.
the
They
moment
take
they start getting into best player in the league
Try the odd
conversations,
ones, yeah.
all of a sudden you start seeing these Donnies on free kicks.
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
hold on, What are you doing?
Yeah.
I remember when I started seeing Harry Kane on free kick. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
put the gun down. But that's what good players do. Do you know what I mean? They challenge
Even
themselves.
R9, you don't think of as a free kick taker. He bagged a few for Inter.
Yeah.
He bagged a few for Inter. Do you know what I mean? So for me, you can't be a GOAT unless you scored a direct free kick.
So,
you know what I mean? Do you remember I said direct?
Yeah.
There's a certain player that I won't say too much.
Say.
He's building his legacy, but he didn't score a direct free kick. I'll let you do the maths. You know what I'm trying to say? I'll let you do the maths.
What I was gonna say is who are like players that have like just crept into like, you know, like how you have like 100 goal club like Premier League, like Adebayo's got like 97. Who's like players that have just crept in like, because like
just crept in.
I'm trying to think like who,
like for example, Hazard. I think he's got one. Salah, he's only got one. Salah got his for Egypt. I think he even deflected. Like, wait, you qualified. You qualified. You know, bro. Let me tell you one that's mad. I was having this discussion with my boy.
yeah.
They were like, "Okay, we've got one." I was like, "Who?" They said Iniesta. I was like, "Oh shit, they might be right because he's been with Ronaldinho, Deco, Xavi, Messi." I searched the archives. He's got one in Japan.
Oh, Vissel Kobe.
He's got one.
Buzzer beater.
He got one in Japan. I'm sorry, he qualifies for combos, bruh. He qualifies, bruh. If you ain't got a free kick, you can't be
Hazard's
GOAT.
got more than one.
I don't know, but I saw one. I think got one for Lille. I think he scored one for
must have had a
Chelsea as
couple
well. He
for
won for
Lille.
Chelsea. So
Because you know he was on set piece.
people were saying Odegaard versus Burnley 3 years ago. Whip over the wall. Oh yeah. Direct free kick. Another player for Arsenal. He ain't got a direct free kick, but yeah, I mean we move. Yeah. What?
No.
Wait, what?
No.
Wait, I missed that. Sorry, what did you say?
No.
Who?
Not the great one. No.
Wait, who? Tell me now. Aye, tell me.
Your favorite player?
What, Moussa Dembele or Edgar Davids?
Nah, man.
Sergio Ramos.
Your favorite Arsenal player?
Titi.
This guy, man. You announce it. You announce
Who's
it.
my favourite Arsenal player?
You announce it.
Jurien Timber.
Let's go to it.
I don't know. He said my favourite Arsenal
I
player.
said who hasn't scored a direct free kick?
And he said certain man from Arsenal.
A direct free kick. Odegaard has a direct free kick.
Time to wheel up a new agenda. We got some boys. Hey, no, I've seen him step over a couple as well.
You're nasty.
Let me go check the
do you know what this is
tapes
funny?
on that one.
Do you know what's funny? Because I remember.
We got new ammunition.
Do you know I said no because I remember. Do you remember the national team clip? The national team clip with Trent.
I can't remember that.
So there's Bear Man just taking like.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I think Sancho's in it.
Yeah.
Sancho
No, Saka's got a goal from a free kick. But if you check the tape, he crossed it. You know what I mean? But whether that counts, I got a VAR that. You know what I mean? I got a VAR that. There's still time. He's 22, 23. By the time if he wants to enter GOAT combos, I need a direct free kick bag.
Swaza.
You know what?
I can't like Mbappe. He's not going over the wall.
Yeah,
I was kind of like
cheat still.
I was kind of like it was a bit of a cheat, but I'll let it slide.
Well.
Yeah, that's actually technically off target, but we move.
Hey, Jules Koundé though.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Listen, man. You can do fashion. You can do ball.
Hey man.
You can do fashion. You can
Dress
do ball.
good, look good, play good.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Let's speak about that game because speaking about Mbappe, I'm hearing, or my sources are telling me that Yamal is 4-0.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
Euros.
yep. And 3 this season.
Super Cup.
La Liga,
La Liga.
Copa del Rey.
And Copa del Rey.
Come got your chain back, bruh.
Why?
Told you, there's only one best talent since
You got an
Neymar.
interesting tweet as well. I think. Did you say he's now front runner for the Ballon d'Or?
No, I've been trying to push the prop for the Ballon d'Or. I've been trying to push that prop, but I don't know who's gonna win
think
it.
he's
I don't
in the
really
race
know who's
for sure.
Like, bro, I've been seeing Rafinha, and I'm like,
No, the
Rafinha, like you can't, like you're reborn Salah. Like I can't get onto Salah and then allow Rafinha.
Yeah.
Come on, like I can't get on Salah and allow Rafinha.
Rafinha is
at least Salah can create like this.
Undeniable, though, that's the thing.
Yeah,
He's just been putting up the numbers. He's
At
coming
least,
clutch.
but you know, like Salah's
Champions
at
League
least,
top
you know, with
scorer.
Salah, he's inevitable. Like
Yeah.
Rafinha, you like. You're not even inevitable. Like, you're just there. You know what I mean? Like, you're the best player on your team. At least Salah's the best player on the
you're
team.
hoping that if Barca do the treble, that it kind of
Yeah, man. Yamal. He needs a bigger Pedri.
You know he's getting overlooked. Pedri.
Yeah, but do you want Pedri? He has to.
Bad.
He's not going to be able to.
Bro,
he's not
he's
gonna get.
controlling games like
Pedri's
I've
doing
never
so
seen
much,
him control, bro.
Pedri's
Yeah,
doing so
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Him and Frankie, that partnership, they finally clicked as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad to
a
see
lot.
that. But
It took a
bro,
lot.
he is playing out of his mind this year.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I think
You mentioned
it's
something
bias,
just now,
innit?
yeah?
But Yamal.
Well,
I'm
you
pushing
mentioned
it.
the best talent since. Was it best talent since name? You said.
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
yeah.
you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I said it when we were on this show. Actually, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I've thought he's just the best. I just think when you look at his natural ability, because IQ from a young age, natural ability, you know, the way he manipulates the ball, the way he just understands the game, the goals, the assists that, of course, that he's got. I just think when you look at somebody as a natural talent, right? I just think, and obviously you have to apply it to a certain level. Of course, you're not just going to look at freestylers or whatever. So apply it to a certain level.
Yeah.
I think he's the best talent I've seen since Neymar. I think Mbappe was devastating as a young player. Nothing take away from him. Unbelievable. But I just, from the way I like the game, from the appreciation I like the game, I just think Yamal was the better talent. And I just think he shows it all the time. He got a lovely layoff for Pedri's goal.
Great,
the assist for Ferran Torres. And for me, that was even a quieter game for Yamal. This guy's 17. I repeat, he's 17. He's on course for a treble. When Madrid decided, hey, we're going to bring Mbappe and build something that we're going to bury you, Barcelona. This generational talent came from nowhere and is on the verge of potentially winning a treble. Come on, man. And won a Euros, assist in the final.
Do you know
ripping Luke Shaw and them. What he did to France.
Do you know I like Yamal, right? Yamal, he believes it. Do you know what I mean by that?
man.
He actually believes it.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I find it so funny that Barcelona went from, well, you had Ronaldinho, you know, party boy, you know, lifestyle. Then you had Messi, sort of like, you know, introverted goat. Now you have this 17-year-old.
He likes to have fun too.
17-year-old,
TikTok sensation.
50 Cent loving TikTok
Yeah.
sensation, peroxide dying,
Yeah.
2 sunglass wearing,
Yeah.
madman.
Yeah.
Do you know how sick this is?
But I always say La Masia, bro, it's the greatest thing in football. Like, how they do this, bro. How they keep doing this. Kobasi, are we just going to ignore him?
Boy.
Nope.
Casado.
Start of the season, that was out
If
injured.
Bernal didn't go and get injured.
Balde.
Yeah.
Let's not
Come
forget him
on,
at left
man.
back, like-
Come on.
And I
This
think
is
that's the biggest thing
ridiculous.
where in the summer, when they signed Mbappe, we were talking about Los Galacticos. Like, they've assembled all the Avengers. There's only the right back position or left back position is left to fill. But it was like, who the hell is going to stop these lot? And turns out they're going to be stopping themselves. But Barcelona, to go from 3-4 years ago, financial turmoil, Messi's leaving, we don't know where we're going to scrape our next penny from. We don't know how we're going to basically balance the books even. The fact that they've dipped back into La Masia, which is, let's be honest, what they've made their club foundations on.
Yeah.
The fact that has once again now bailed them out, and they've got a crop basically that have come through that can compete with this assembled Avengers of supreme talents from around Europe, bro. Bellingham, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Mbappe, Vinny, like you name it. They've got it all there. But these men are just coming from one class group like this, and they've battered them four times this season. And I'm including the pre-season friendly as well. Let's not forget 2-1. Slapped them up there as well.
They've got 5-3-4. What's that? That's 12 goals. Bro, 12 goals against them this season.
These are getting
as well.
the levels of embarrassment they're putting on Madrid is similar to what Pep and Messi and them lot were doing that first Jose run around dance, where it was like, nah, you're not gonna come here, we're gonna teach you a lesson. And the best part is, I think they've gone to the Bernabeu twice and done that to them as well. So I'm like, hey,
With what you're saying, the thing that comes to mind is Barcelona definitely lost their soul. But
no,
they
one
didn't-
was in the Super Cup
but
actually.
They
One
didn't lose
time
the
in the
DNA,
Bernabeu.
and that's the key thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
lose your soul as a club. United have lost the soul, but the DNA's been lost as well. Of
They still try.
you try, and like you've got the you've got the record still there.
gimmick at this point.
But Barcelona were like, listen, this is all we have. We have to cherish it. We have to nurture it, and eventually it's gonna yield. And it's yielded again.
And the thing is, it won't stop as well.
It won't.
I bet in 2 years there's going to be another person coming through that's absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? So when you look at that, and that's what it is. Like, some clubs do have a DNA, have a foundation, and the fact that they're able to do it at the highest level as well. Obviously, they have foreign players that add to that and stuff. But you look at someone like Ajax, who they just compete, but then in the Champions League, they don't do much. And maybe the odd time they did something 18, 19, but really and truly, obviously in the 95, they did it with their academies, with their academy. But the fact that Barcelona are chasing trebles and stuff with their academy players as their best players is crazy. Bro, do you know the feeling? Like, Garnacho's not even really...
He's not, he came from Atleti.
He did play in, like, he did win our youth cup with us, right? But he's still not, like, from 7 years old or
He's
whatever.
not, because Billy Gilmore's not Cobham.
But the fact that even Garnacho
Rangers.
and Kobbie Mainoo scored in the final of the FA Cup last season, that was like,
something.
Wow. Like, these guys just do this all the time. Do you know what I mean? All the time they're doing this. Like, and I spoke to with Liesby, like, this is a club that have had 3 players on the Ballon d'Or podium from their academy in one season. Xavi, Messi, and Iniesta stood on the podium in 2010.
That's crazy.
All from La Masia.
That is so bad.
It's crazy.
0. They cost 0.
Yeah.
Come on, man. No, but it's
different, man. You got to respect. You got to respect.
It's incomparable.
Albacete.
Huh?
This guy started.
He's from
started.
Albacete.
Dwayne, you have said...
Pedro's not La Masia. You know what I
So
mean?
Dwayne Malanda, I'm going to read...
Pedro came from Las Palmas.
Yeah, you can
No, not
respond.
Pedri. I said Iniesta.
Iniesta came from Albacete.
But he still was...
How old did he go to Albacete though?
I don't know. Well, I just know he came from the Albacete
But
Academy.
Dwayne Malanda...
Bro, he did 5 years in Barcelona's academy, bro. That's a long time. He's La Masia, man.
Dwayne
graduate.
Malanda has sent in a super chat, and this is the type of question I would ask. So, you know what? This is sick. Who's had the worst crash out / delusional moment this season? Pep harming himself, Ange pressers, Arteta's over my dead body, ETH, Ten Hag's 2 trophies. Who's had the worst crash out or most delusional moment this season?
Ooh. I mean, flipping Rudiger, innit?
I was about to say Rudiger's
Right there.
Man said
threw a bottle at a ref.
Man said ice. He threw ice.
Tried to throw ice. That was real uncool.
Yeah.
But no, as a manager,
I would say Pep.
who's had a
Gotta be
mad
Pep.
cash out?
Pep at one point.
Oh, when Pep was scratching his head and
cutting
stuff.
like there was 2 weeks where I was genuinely concerned for his mental health. Where I was like, hey man, look, the jokes are funny, but someone check on him, please.
I think
it's got to be Pep.
Oh yeah, your crash out.
Your crash out,
point.
yeah. You know what?
Yeah, your crash out.
Your crash out was...
Nah, don't kill me. You know what?
Fuad's crash out had us taking... We had to do health and safety disciplinary.
Literally, bro.
Health and safety disciplinary. Don Robbie called us in on that, bro. What the hell?
It's the game, bro, man.
I hear it, man.
You guys.
That was a good question, man. Medical Bunker says, Cams, your salty United tears are seasoning my life.
What part about? What have I been salty about? I don't even know. What have I been salty about, bruh?
Dwayne also says, which manager should Real get? They'll need a big character with tactics and a fair for Shabby if he goes there.
The thing about Real Madrid is that if it doesn't work within 6 months, they'll sack him anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Let's see. Bring him in. Let's see. If it don't work, they'll sack him. It's not like Man United and these clubs where it's like everything is a project and stuff. You really think Real Madrid would be letting Robert Amorim run around like this? He would have been in a car park somewhere. Let me not even say Wagwan. But do you know what I mean? Like they would have got rid of him. They would have got rid of him. Same Xavi Alonso. Do you remember when Real Madrid appointed Solari?
Yeah.
It feels like a glitch in the matrix, right? Come in, get out. Rafa Benitez.
Yep.
Come in, get out, man. They ain't gonna waste time. So they'll bring Xabi Alonso. Well, he's gonna leave. He'll get sacked. If it doesn't matter, if he'll get sacked.
Part 3.
Bring someone else in. They'll get sacked, bro.
It
doesn't matter.
Get Zidane.
I think.
I want to ask you guys.
You're tired of it. Nah, I get it. You're tired of it.
I'm tired of that, man.
But you know what works for you.
Yeah. Question for you guys: who will secure Champions League football? So as it stands, if you disregard Arsenal, because obviously they're gonna finish where they're gonna finish, Newcastle on 62 points, Manchester City on 61. Chelsea on 5th with 60. Forest are in 6th with 60 and a game in hand. Villa on 57 in 7th. So there are 3 places up for grabs on 5 teams.
For the Champions League?
For the Champions League.
I would say...
Put it this way.
I'm going to go Forest.
I'm going to give you Chelsea's... I'm going to give you Chelsea's fixtures. So Chelsea are playing Liverpool, Newcastle, United and Forest.
Chelsea are playing Liverpool. Yeah, I don't think Chelsea are going to do it.
Newcastle.
United.
Not that. It's definitely that.
4.
No, it's an 4-5. Newcastle are playing Brighton, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Everton.
Newcastle are playing Chelsea.
Brighton, Chelsea, Arsenal, Everton. Ooh,
Villa have got Fulham, Bournemouth, Tottenham, and United.
Villa have Fulham.
That's the easiest run.
I don't fancy Fulham.
That's the easiest run of the lot.
Yeah, I do think it's the easiest run, but I don't fancy them.
Forest have
I think after yesterday, I think that's Villa.
Yeah.
Brentford, Palace, Leicester, West Ham, and
Who's
Chelsea. Final day. Forest.
Yeah. Give it to
Forest
Forest.
have who?
Forest are locked in.
They've got
Leicester.
Brentford,
Yep.
Palace, Leicester, West Ham, and final day Chelsea.
Wow. They got Brentford who are on holiday.
Yeah.
Palace who are thinking about the final.
Yeah.
And West Ham who are the worst team
In the
ever.
league,
I don't know as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forest. They've got to, innit?
If Forest don't,
Forest got
for
to.
me, that is.
I'm going Forest, City, and Newcastle. I think
So you think
Newcastle
Chelsea
gonna do it.
drop out?
I don't think Chelsea are gonna do
You
it.
think Chelsea drop out?
I think
I wanna
Chelsea
say-
drop out.
I'm gonna
But
swap Newcastle
respect
for
for that
Villa.
win the other day. That was a good win. That was good. We can go.
I'm gonna swap Newcastle for Villa. I think
I think
looking
Villa
at the
gonna do
fixture
it.
run.
I just think Villa have packed it in now.
Nah, I think
Ollie
after-
Watkins is
after
vexed and all this, and
that, be vexed,
you know what I
man.
mean. And then they got packed out yesterday, and they got packed out where they lost in the Champions League. I think that high that they hit is now it's just gonna be like, all right, let's just go on holiday.
So who's your top 5? So look, obviously Liverpool in, Arsenal in, then who are the other
City.
3? City, Newcastle,
Newcastle and Forest, yeah.
and Forest.
I'm going City, Forest, Villa.
City.
You going Chelsea? You
Forest,
going back your
Villa.
boys?
So I won't lie to you. I did a PLP the other day, and I looked at fixtures and I said, if we don't beat our next game, we're done.
Everton was a must-win.
It was a must-win. We
Yeah.
did win. So now I have to back us because we've got the ball moving.
So who you got next?
We have
Liverpool.
next. We've got
You got Liverpool.
Yeah, they do.
Liverpool.
God of honor.
Where is it?
at home.
At Chelsea.
We've got a good home record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
if we get a draw-
Liverpool might just be on. I don't think Liverpool will do that though.
You reckon-
I don't think Liverpool want to make their
Drunk
title
mode.
win look meaty.
Liverpool
I
want to
think
make this
they'll-
look emphatic.
Yeah,
They're going to try and win all the games. Salah's on his right.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
could get.
yeah.
This could. It could get ugly.
Yeah,
It could get
and
mad.
because the fact that they got some few games until like at the end of the season is May 25th is their last game at home. That's when they lift the title.
Yeah.
That's when they're probably going to drink.
So they're gonna
champagne
keep
and
running
get
towards it.
Waved. But right now, they're probably going to chill off. You know what I mean? And just chill and try and win the league. I mean, well, try and make the league stretch further.
I think we need to get at least a draw there.
It's Liverpool.
We need at least a draw. Newcastle we have to beat. St James is a hard one to go.
Yeah,
Don't joke with that one.
See that.
United-
washed.
With something to play for.
You're getting
Newcastle are
absolutely
gonna.
washed.
The United game, brother Cam, that one favour that I asked for.
Can I ask
Brother
for
Cam,
that favour,
I
brother?
I ain't Paul Heyman.
Brother
bruv.
Cam,
Don't ask me for
that one
favours,
favour
bruv.
I asked for.
I ain't Paul Heyman.
And then the Forest game, let me not lie for it. I think Chelsea got the hardest run in. I think it's going to
You've
be.
got the hardest run by far. Well,
Yeah.
don't include us in the hard runs because where is it?
No, but you guys
Where is it?
deliberately try and fuck us
I
over
know.
anyway.
Where is it? Old Trafford or
It's at the bridge.
at the bridge?
I've seen you guys do
Just a
funny stuff
nasty
before.
Away, nasty performance from us. Yeah, we could hold that. To be fair, that's yeah. If we're in the Europa League though, if the finals on our mind, we might be slacking. You guys could pounce on it. Yeah, I'm trying to say. So,
Boy, I'm gonna go.
is Cole Palmer gonna contribute to this? I'm just asking. He's gonna contribute to this.
Are we on game number 17?
Yeah?
17. I think.
17?
I'm just wondering, is he going to try and bring it home or
He has to.
the final stretch, the bigger game?
has to.
High leverage.
He has to.
We talk about that, don't we?
He has to.
High
We talk about
leverage moments.
He has to.
Foden's been there, done that.
He
Have you
has to.
seen
I know.
title race
I know.
Foden
Yeah.
last
He has to.
season?
I know.
He has to.
Yo, I'm bringing it home.
Yeah, he
no
has
matter
to.
what you say about me.
Yeah.
Palmer.
Nicholas Jackson got a goal. I need
and don't
more.
try to disappear in the league and then pop up in the Conference League final. I'm watching. I know what you're about.
I saw him picking up Pradas outside my old crib.
No, do you know what made me laugh? Do you see him
He
running?
was literally outside my old crib picking up crap.
No, but
I was like, okay. I was like, I can't say no more.
Do you know how crazy that sounds? Why is it making him seem like a homeless guy picking up random products?
Guys, is childish. So yeah, I'm gonna go City. I'm gonna go how it is now. Newcastle, City, Chelsea.
Newcastle City, Chelsea.
Yeah, how the table is now.
So Forest are going to drop.
Nah, the Forest.
Forest at the moment. I don't.
Forest Chelsea last game of the season could be mad.
That could be fireworks.
That could be mad.
That could be a Premier League all time.
Sneak
That could be
Champions
mad.
League ahead of them. I won't be happy.
I would
bro.
love it.
That's disgusting.
Imagine Nottingham Forest Chelsea last game of the season and Callum Hudson-Odoi scores the winner. Oh my God.
Now
That is a script.
that's what football's
That is a
about.
script.
Oh my.
That
is a
is what
script.
football is about, my
That
friend.
is a script.
I mean, Alanga ran
need
from the
that.
halfway line and scored against
We
us, so
need
maybe
that.
his get back.
Let me not lie to you.
Innit?
I went to the game today. Yeah, you see Alanga. When it comes to the transition thing,
Oh, he's peak.
that guy is OP.
He's peak.
bro.
I think
I
he
can't-
Mbeumo did, but he's like the top 3 for
You
clocking
lot
the
might
fastest
fuck up
time
on
in the
that
league.
one, I can't lie.
Yeah,
Huh?
I can't
You lot might
lie.
fuck up on that
I
one,
think
I can't lie.
United fucked up bad.
And you know what? Yeah,
As a squad player,
do you know what?
you know what you said about
I
Garnacho
understand, yeah.
and Ben and you know the feeling as a squad player having that sort of demon come on the
know,
pitch.
You know what it is? Yeah, is
He
I
worked
think
hard.
he came through at the wrong time, under the wrong manager, and it's also where you lot were looking for superstar wingers, and all of a sudden this brother comes through and he's playing every game. It created that irritation of just seeing
That's what
him.
happens with Garnacho.
Yeah.
That's what
I agree.
We shouldn't be seeing Garnacho as much as we
This
do.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
But
We
because
shouldn't
you
be.
do, you're like, bro, I need an upgrade. I need an upgrade. I'll do anything
Yeah,
to get him
yeah,
out.
yeah.
And it's kind of, I feel like since he's gone to Forest now, he's somewhere he's loved, he's appreciated.
yeah.
You're seeing the real version of
Yeah.
him. But also, it could be a version that's, you know, I don't know how to say it, but you know, sometimes when a player's just going through that patch of form where they're just untouchable.
You know, look,
So
I
I'm
think
hoping he
yeah.
keeps it up next year.
Yeah.
Champions League as well, if they qualify. I'm like, brother, I expect to see something.
Yeah.
Him and
No,
Kulusevski,
yes.
Sweden on the wings.
Good wing pairing.
I mean?
Who they got up front?
They got Gyökeres and Isak.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
deep
Why
in-
is Sweden on, though?
Sweden and Norway, if you two are not at the next international tournament,
What is Sweden on?
Yeah.
bro,
That's
they
a
could
decent
put
front three.
It's a Ferrari in the back.
Front four
It's
even.
a Ferrari in the front, putting it in the back thing, bro. That's the problem.
They need an Ulf Melberg back. They need an Ulf Melberg.
Bro,
They
them
can
man
only
there.
reach-
Hey,
you know them
you know
man-
what? That's
Reach it,
elite.
bro.
Hey.
Come on, man.
Do you know what's crazy though? Do you know what's crazy though? I saw his son is playing somewhere.
Melberg?
Yeah,
Really?
Melberg's son, I think, is playing for Red Bull Salzburg. I want to say,
Really?
and I was just like, yo,
What do you guys think about the Champions League, though? Let's talk about the Champions League. Arsenal, PSG,
So-
Barcelona, Inter. This is actually, I will be honest, I think this is the most unpredictable semi-finals in a long time.
In a long time.
In a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's, sometimes I'm like, Inter have got it. Then I'm like, I've seen Inter's form. Have you seen Inter's form?
Yeah,
They're about to
yeah.
go with the
Bro,
title.
They're
3
shaking.
losses in a
Absolutely
row.
game in
Yeah.
hand, and they're about to go and win it. By the way, we'll talk about it, Champion of the Week. But anyway, like, Inter have had bad form. Barcelona, they scare you every time you watch them. They still scare you. You know what I'm trying to say? The way they just let people run through the midfield, you're like, damn. And obviously they play with the high line. Then you look at PSG, Arsenal. You think to yourself, Arsenal defensively, wow. how
Styles make
PSG
fights, innit?
Then you look at PSG and you're like, look at the quality they have. So this is so unpredictable. I don't know where to go. Let us know in the comments as well who you guys think are
Let
going
us
to the
know.
Champions League final.
Let us know.
But
Do you know the first thing that
I don't
comes to
know, I'm
mind?
just looking. I'm thinking, is it the
you know
one
what
that
is-
keeps striking to me? Is Arsenal? Is Arsenal Barcelona final?
And the thing is, they've got
Repeat
Arsenal.
at
Have got
2006.
Arsenal. Have got they've got the first leg at home.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was an early person saying that I like the new group stage format. I like the no away goals as well, because it means
Yeah.
that first leg, it's do or
go
die.
for it, yeah.
There's none of this conservative stuff. I've got to bang you in the face and hope you don't
I
stand
think
up.
Arsenal need to win by 2 goals.
I
Bang,
agree.
2 goals.
I agree.
Going to the.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think it's plausible at the Emirates for them to do that. Because going to Saint Denis is a very
Will
tough
they
challenge.
keep a clean sheet? Even though they're the best team defensively in terms of all metrics, except from actually conceded, which is
Yeah.
Inter. Will they keep a clean sheet though at the Emirates?
I think the PSG that needs to stand out is
PSG's
the
attack.
PSG that played Liverpool in the first leg.
And
They
that's the
have
Villa
to
in
be
the first leg.
firing on
Yeah.
all cylinders,
Cylinders.
basically, bro.
Yeah.
And even if you look at the Villa game, that goal that they chucked on right at the end
Yeah.
actually won them the second leg tie. Like
Yeah.
that 1 goal margin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's basically attack versus defense.
In a way, yeah.
in both the games, let's be
Yeah.
honest, because even Inter, I'm expecting them to be setting up shop when they go to the camp now. Do you know what I mean? And that is the one where I'm like, I don't know, could Barca come undone if they get frustrated a lot? And then Lautaro is also on a bit
on
of a
it,
run
yeah,
where
he's
I'm
a
like,
tear up.
bruv, are you
Yeah.
trying to do the redemption arc
Yeah.
thing?
Do you know what he's
So,
done? He's
it's a-
removed himself away from that Joe David conversation. He's
Jonathan
not,
David.
Yeah, Jonathan David.
Oh.
He's not in that group
That's
anymore.
like, he never was that.
Yeah,
No, but that's what
I
people-
know you're
that's
saying.
what
I know
he was
you're
in the
saying.
Higuain conversation.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
But a lot of people trying to put him there, and he was
Yeah.
like, "No, like I actually turn up for
Yeah.
country.
Nah,
I turn
yeah.
up for club." He's been.
He's done it Copa America in the summer.
Yeah.
And this season he's been on a tear.
I
Last round
think it's so
came up clutch.
It's so hard to predict. What's the matchup that you're looking forward to the most, as in like players? I'm really looking forward to watching
Lewis Skelly and Timber versus the flanks.
Yeah, but
that is going to be.
That's a good one. But I'm actually looking forward to seeing Saka and Nuno Mendes, and I know we saw a bit of it in the first game they played, but completely different team. Dembele wasn't there, Kvara wasn't there. It's completely different. PSG hadn't found themselves. Nuno Mendes and Saka is going to be a key battle, because as much as Saka is going to make him think that way, yo, Saka, you got to defend too, because that brother don't stop going.
Partey suspended first leg.
That is
so
huge.
It's going to be Marino.
Partey's. No, Moreno has to play up front.
Yes,
Moreno
I agree
has
with
to play
this.
Up front. I'm not gonna lie.
He's gone for his Havertz transition.
Yeah,
that's a 9 now.
For this game
campaign,
he has to play up front. Yeah. He can get something out of Marquinhos, bro.
Yeah,
I believe midfield. I don't know what I don't know what Arteta's gonna do. Is he gonna go Jorginho?
I think he might.
Or he's gonna go. Can he go skinny in midfield?
No, I don't think.
No,
so.
he won't do it. He won't do it.
He
needs
Jorginho.
He needs him. He needs Skelly at left back. He can't do it.
Jorginho.
Or you could do Timber at left back. Ben White comes in back at right back.
I don't know. He shouldn't do that. He shouldn't do that.
That's why you're throwing him in the deep end.
No, but Timber's lock up police. Them two treacherous twins, you have to keep that.
He needs to keep it there.
I think though.
Do you not think Declan Rice, after the performance he had against 2 Madrid games, now you're linking João Neves, Vitinha?
Yes,
that's where I'm curious. That's where I'm curious to see.
First game he did.
I'm telling you now,
it was a lot of back and forth with the Gustos, but with this one, these are technicians, bro.
So who will play up front? Trossard
will have to play up front,
brother.
That's what's gonna happen. They have no other choice,
brother.
There's no choice.
That just took your percentage down 10%.
But Trossard did score a big goal against.
He did.
Porto last year.
Pacho will pocket that.
Yeah, but you know Trossard, man. He's that type of player, isn't he? He's such like that kind of player. That's a tough one.
What are you saying prediction?
First leg or the whole tie? First leg. I'm gonna go Arsenal 2-1.
So I was gonna
Arsenal 2-1.
I think it'll be a win, but a narrow one.
Yeah, narrow one. They're gonna go to France, and it's gonna be like pressure. How are you gonna defend? Are you gonna attack? What should we do?
What did you say?
I actually had 2-1.
2-1 as well, yeah.
I think they concede, but I think it gives them enough leverage to go to Saint Denis, and you just have to not lose.
And Barcelona, Inter. Is Barcelona home first?
Yeah, Barcelona home first. I'm gonna go with this one.
I'm going 2-2, 2-2. You know.
No. I go 3-1 Barca.
I was gonna go 3-1.
I think 3-1
Barca
Barca.
give you 3 minimum.
Bro, they're eaters.
I'm gonna go 3-1 as well.
What? You're on a disciplinary.
My bad, man.
I'm gonna go 3-1 as well. I'm gonna go 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. Ferran Torres.
Let us know in the comments what you lot think. Arsenal, PSG.
I've got an interesting bit of trivia. Not that I'm neither anything, you know. Off pitch. Go and check that out, by the way.
Yeah,
but
go check that out.
Every time the Pope has passed away, an English team has won the Champions League.
Hey. How many popes have passed away?
Bare popes, bro. That's the only way you can get out of position, though.
Oh, is it?
Swear. I've only ever seen one before this.
That other you, innit? Yeah, I remember that.
The other you.
You know what I'm talking about, though. That other guy.
Yeah. But I was like...
The Pope.
4 popes.
There's been 4 popes.
That have died.
And so the English teams have won the Champions League. Ooh. So that's a good omen for Arsenal. And also the Allianz thing. Every time the final's been hosted at Allianz, there's been a new winner. A new team have won the Champions League.
You lot are trying to run all these...
I've got another one for you. The Women's Champions League final, guess who the 2 teams playing? Arsenal, Barcelona.
Hey.
The script.
Hey.
The Henry. The battle of Henry. The final of Thierry Henry. He's going to be there. The Henry derby is going to be the CBS touchline.
Well, who's going to have the moment? Yamal or Saka?
Have the moment. Who wants to be the next Thierry?
Voices in the air.
I'll be sick of stomach, man.
Hey, listen. There's so much we haven't been here for. We weren't here for WrestleMania.
I don't think we were. No, you missed it.
We weren't.
You missed it. We were there. We were there.
Sad, man.
Yeah, we were there. Thingy was here.
Night 1, night 2.
Bav was here. We spoke about it. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Other stuff though. I know you guys. Obviously, this is your time. It's basketball stuff. Anything that you want to get off your chest? Anything you're seeing?
Okay, see, done our jobs in 4. That's what I'm gonna say. Done our job. Lakers, Timberwolves. Is it tonight again? Is it another one tonight?
Again?
Huh?
When the Nuggets play,
Probably won't be. I think probably in 2 days now.
Well, listen, they can't use Russ as their scapegoat anymore. They got to find a new one, man. You know what I mean? Listen, the Russ gimmick is over. Find the coach, find the GM, find somebody to blame.
I just want Denver and Clippers to go 7. You lot go 7, tire yourselves out. Us young boys, we're gonna come run you guys over. You get where I'm coming from. That's what I'm saying. These fresh fit
I
legs.
cannot
You know
wait
what I'm trying to say?
Shy to get
But
slumped.
you're just a hater for
That's a
no
hater.
reason.
Cannot
No reason.
wait.
No reason for that.
That's the only thing I'm watching this playoff for. I'm not seeing it to see Luka Magic or LeBron. I just want to see Shy fail.
Damn.
Look at
That's
this guy.
crazy.
Why?
Yeah.
Why has SJ done for that?
Because the way you was gassing him a couple weeks back, I am his number one hater.
This guy is
Number one.
This guy is just a
Number
hater.
0.
Just give me that MVP, bro.
MVP,
They better.
yeah, you take that individual
They better give us
accolades,
that
bro.
MVP, bro. That's what
He's
I'm
gonna have another career like Dane, bro. Don't worry.
Don't let Ant-Man run through Bron. He packed up KD last season. Don't let him run through Bron and Luka and then Steph.
I'm a huge fan of that.
Hey,
So,
listen.
I'm all for it.
Listen, should we do champs and duds and like any other business?
The boxing, amazing fight.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Speaking of champs, Eubank Senior. That's my champ right there, bro. That's real father
Eubank
behavior.
Junior,
You-
And
Eubank
Junior as well.
Junior.
And Junior
Man
as
said
well. But I
Rastafari.
like the way Senior
Rastafari.
popped out of nowhere.
Yeah,
After all
WWE.
the talk and everything.
Yeah, that was a pop.
That was
That was a good
That
pop.
was one of the coldest.
Bro.
That was a good pop. That was a good pop.
Oh,
That shit
was
That was a good
cold,
pop.
bro.
Literally, I said, you know when before they went in the ring,
Yeah.
it was like Mufasa and
Bro.
Simba looking over.
That
That
was
was
so
so
Bro, that was a
cold.
yeah.
So level.
And shout out Conor Ben as well, man.
Real talk,
And
warrior.
Conor Ben,
And
the way
Nigel as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
the fight was. That is a 10 out of 10 fight.
Facts.
That is unbelievable.
Hey, you
And in
know
a way,
what?
I don't know if I even want a rematch at this point.
Nah, you
Yeah,
don't
same.
need
Because
I
you
feel like
remember
leave
when
it as
Fury and thing they gave us the rematch. No, but to be fair, Fury and Wilder's trilogies were all good. To be fair,
that. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah,
this
so
one I
maybe
feel
we
like the
can get
size
another.
difference is just
It's
too
just
much.
there's no
Don't
point.
do it, bro. It's
There's
not.
no
It's just
point.
not
And
worth
one's
it.
35, man. Like,
Come on, man.
But
But
any other
I
business?
think actually, just fathers in general. Even I'm seeing Deion Sanders got both his sons.
Hey, yeah, they try blackball him, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Hey, this is a good
Hey,
one for the dads
this is
out
you know
there.
what I mean, man,
You know what I'm
listen.
saying?
Stay around in your kids' lives,
Real
any
talk,
useless
man.
fathers. man.
Brilliant,
You know
brilliant.
what I mean?
Real talk.
Hey, listen, it's real shit, man. Why be leaving their kids all the
This was
time,
saying.
man?
This podcast is here to also make you guys proper men. If the ladies are watching, we're trying to build the right men that you guys want to bring home.
Amen.
You know what I mean? This is what this podcast
FCM
is
viewers
also
are.
for. Yes.
Real men.
You know what I
Because
mean?
remember, we're the
Also,
culture. It's the culture podcast.
we have to speak about that's the part of it exactly.
Culture.
We have to talk about SDS as well.
Yes, we
when
do.
are you going to
win
win?
a game.
Please. When are you going to win?
Yeah.
When are you going to win?
Again,
4
when are
losses on
when
the
are you going to
trot.
win again?
listen,
Because
listen,
they won their first game.
Alright, who's your next game?
Our next game is Cortez on Monday.
They're fourth.
They're not fourth.
Where are they on the
They're
table?
They're just right above us.
Shut
They
up.
literally won their first game. I think it was like 2 weeks
Wait,
ago.
I've seen Clint
Oh,
come
that's
out
Vision.
in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Balotelli
man.
talk.
Vision, you're getting confused with.
I've seen him come out in the Balotelli talk.
Yeah, why it was me? He lost that week. He's been aura maxing crazy.
seen
He's
it.
been aura
Yeah,
farming
he's
like
been
a
aura
motherfucker.
I've seen him come out in the Van Gogh Hesseling
Then I go Hesselin, the wolf shirt. Yeah.
Refik. If he pulls a gimmick against SDS and
Nah,
wins,
don't worry. We packed that thing too.
but you
Do
don't.
you? Do you? Do you? What, like,
No
do you?
way. No way.
You
Imagine,
don't though.
I
building
tuned
something.
in,
Yeah.
and they're talking
Hey.
like they're talking about SDS.
Yeah, they're
You don't
eight.
watch the game
They're
last week?
eight. They're
Yeah,
eight.
but
You
I
don't
watched
watch
the
the
game.
game.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
real talk. Did you not watch the game?
I watched it.
Yeah,
I
We
watched
should have
that
won
fully.
that. Yes
No.
or no? Bro, we should have won that
should-
comfortably.
yeah,
but we
Let me tell you what's funny because
you
obviously
know what? I don't even want.
Let
We'll
me
talk off air.
Sound like
We'll talk off air.
Ange. Sound like Ange.
Yeah. We'll
Sound
talk
like
off air.
they
Ange.
were talking about you lot as a crisis club. They said they've changed the manager, but you know it doesn't seem to be yielding any.
Trust
To be fair, everything looks different. If you get one win,
Trust me.
all of a sudden you're seventh.
Bro,
Things look
changes
start pretty,
completely,
yeah.
So, and the thing is Maz who's come in, bro, they're waffling because I'll tell you now, the training sessions that brother's been running, the team talks he's been given, the way he carries himself. Listen, it might be a United job for him in the future. I might put him forward for the Spurs job. Can't even lie. If he turns this season around for us in these next remaining 6 games, Gaffer Maz.
We
in
will
the
be
summer,
watching. We will be
Tottenham
watching.
Hotspur.
I saw
we
on,
need you.
I saw on SDS's team tour. It
Bro,
was
proper.
It looked proper.
And
It
the
looked
players
proper.
respect what he's trying to do. The players understand what he's trying to do. And for me, listen, you'll get your bumps and bruises in this. I think when we got our first win, we were
Any
a little
wild
bit
cards?
complacent in the second week.
Wild
And
cards?
then- yes, there
So
will be
obviously
wild
Sterling's
cards.
going to be there again. Was I?
Sterling will definitely be there.
So that's
again.
one wild card.
And then
the other one.
there will be another one as well. But we'll talk off it. We'll talk off it. We'll talk off it.
Sharky.
Hope it's
We're
not
working.
the Guna Lee that you
We're
brought last
working.
time, bruh. Do you know what I mean? I hope it's not that Guna Lee, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my goodness!
I hope it's not
All right.
Guna Lee.
And the stream.
Champs and duds.
Yeah,
Actually, let me wait. Hold on. Let me do Philip, whatever your name is. I can't read it out. You're not gonna call my co-host that and expect me to read it out.
Wow, what did he say?
I said, "Hold that pussy, your scams."
Wow. You see, man, them get
Hey,
too
man.
excited, man.
Hey
too
man,
excited.
let's keep it respectful, huh? Because if you see us on road,
yeah,
You
it's
won't
not
do
gonna
that.
be.
you
that.
ain't keeping that
It's not
same
gonna
energy.
be that.
Trust
It's
me.
not gonna be that,
I've seen a lot of you.
He said, "Boy, real talk. Some of you are not even allowed at your mom's basement, bro. Stop talking like that." Cam says, "Cam, are you tuning into the playoffs? Who you got winning
course.
Lakers and Wolves? Who you got Lakers and Wolves?
Um,
And who's making the finals?"
You know what? I feel like making the finals, Celtics will make the finals, and from the West, I think it's going to be between OKC or Golden State. It's tough. I've been tuning. I'm going to be doing my watch-alongs, though. I just wanted to... I knew we were going to sweep Grizzlies
Oh,
too
we've
easily.
got breaking news.
So we didn't watch
Apparently, Don Carlo to Brazil has been announced or secured. Production, can we get a VAR check on that,
Kind
please?
of woke in it.
I mean, that was kind of the talks
I
last
know,
year,
man.
wasn't
Yeah.
it? So
But that then means that we're definitely getting a new manager to Real Madrid.
Yeah. You know,
Production, let us know.
Where's Dunga? Where's the man at?
hey, keep Dunga away from
Where's
Brazil,
Dunga?
bro. That
Where's
brother
Felipe
stole
Scolari?
all the Jogger Benito out
Yeah.
of Brazil. I won't
Real
forget
talk,
Dunga.
he-
You were disgusting, bro.
He buried that.
Nah.
Still. He buried it. He buried
2010 World Cup. He didn't pick Gonzo as well when he was in the
Yeah.
peak of his form. I ain't forgot.
Yeah.
I ain't forgot.
Champs and duds.
Yeah, let's get into it.
The Eubanks, as I mentioned, from a football aspect, I think you've got to give it to Liverpool. First season under Arne Slot,
Oh,
winning the
absolutely.
Premier League title as well.
Yeah.
It's listen,
Well done.
champions do what champions do, and they've done it.
I've got a champ for Wrexham. First team in British history to do 3 consecutive.
What you saying? Asterisk. Yeah, we saying asterisk.
No, do you know what-
100
let me
milli
take-
pumps.
let me
I'll let you land. I'll let you
Let me
finish. I'll let you
champ.
finish. I'll let you finish.
Because
Yeah.
if it was that easy, more teams would have done it. Where's Salford, please?
I agree.
Where we
I
got
agree.
big money spenders and whatnot, but also it's the approach they've taken as well. Like there's great stories that I don't know if you guys remember Arthur Nkonkwo, who was at Arsenal, black goalkeeper, got released. Guys got like 19 clean sheets and 32 appearances this season for them and whatnot. Like there's a feel good element to their promotion. So that's why I'd give it to.
The only reason why I have a little asterisk next to it is I remember watching Ipswich do the back-to-back promotions, get into the Premier League, and I was like, wow, this is a real...
3 times. This first team
three.
times.
I understand, this is 3 times. But the amount of money they have... Are they not essentially Man City-ing their way to the Premier League? Everybody wants to dish it on Man City and all these other clubs when they buy their success. But because you do it from League 2 now, we're supposed to... Listen, I credit the work. I credit the work.
Football Manager though.
And I love that. And
It's
that,
a Football Manager
I
thing.
did that with Charlton Athletic though.
Yeah, that's Wrexham.
low budget. These men ain't got low budget, bro. They got the biggest budget in every league they go up.
Daredevil money, innit?
Come on, man.
Daredevil money.
Ryan
bro.
Gosling
Is
with
it
all his...
Daredevil, innit? Is he
Daredevil.
Daredevil? What
That
is he?
brother has
Ryan
had like
Gosling's-
4
he's had
exits
bi-
out of... Bro, he's a multi-billionaire, bro.
What is
And then the
Deadpool?
Rob McElhenney or whatever his name is. Bro, they're multi-billionaires, man.
Yeah.
So all of this kind of feel-good story
Hey,
they're trying to give it, I'm just like,
someone said they got
you ain't
favors.
tricking me. You ain't tricking me. They got what?
They got favors.
True.
Any other champs?
I think there's a really good. I don't know if you lot saw. There was this tifo that Crystal Palace put out.
Yes, of the young boy.
Oh,
Ramsdale.
that the story behind that is really is proper nice. You guys should check it out.
Yeah.
There was a tifo at Wembley. It's this like little boy. He's holding like a Crystal Palace
Townsend.
top.
Oh, the Palace one.
Yeah. That was a nice story behind it. I can't remember the story. He's
So Townsend
adopted
got given
and his
a
granddad, and it was
Yeah.
it's a long story anyway. But basically, his granddad got him into football,
Yeah.
got him into Palace, and like I think he passed away or something like that. He said, please make sure that he's still, because he's adopted, I believe it is. Please make sure that he still like gets into football, still stays into football.
Yeah.
And they kept him in football, and now they've made like a whole tifo of this kid. It was a nice story.
Quality, man.
It's a beautiful
Yeah, it
moment.
was proper nice. I want to sign. I think I bookmarked one.
I've
but
got
I can't find it.
I've got a champ for Napa.
Who?
Napa. Anyone that remembers
DBZ?
Powell? No.
know who you're talking
Anyone
about.
that remembers
Napa.
Lethal Bees with Powell knows who Napa is.
Oh, the guy that
Oh,
was.
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I guarantee
You're not getting in.
I
yeah.
guarantee you're not
Oh.
getting in here.
The guy.
Was that
beefing
Napa?
That's Napa, bro.
Beefing Billy Joe
I-
Saunders.
guarantee you're not
I
getting him.
love that shit, bro.
yeah.
He was trying to
Guarantee.
Billy Big Balls him, and he said, brother,
bro,
I guarantee you're not getting in. I'll splat you outside, mate. Yeah,
Big nose.
I said, yeah.
Rubber lips. He started going a bit.
I was like, hey, wait, what do you mean by rubber lips and big nose? Huh?
Rubber lip, bro.
What do you mean?
Bro, literally, I got a good champ though, Claudio Ranieri. It's nobody looking at what he's doing.
Restoring the feeling.
my days.
Unbeaten in 18 games with Roma. Just beat Inter 1-0 away from home.
Yeah.
Roma are within 3 points of Champions League. This is crazy. They were having a shocking season. Was it Daniel De Rossi? Was it De Rossi that you replaced?
Yeah,
The season?
De Rossi,
they were having a shocker. So for him to come in and do that, it's like Ranieri, man. He never knows when to lay down. You know what I mean? Like they be saying you're finished, you're done. Each time he finds a way back. You know what I'm saying? So massive credit to him. That's his club, man. Roma is his club. So for him to be doing that, unbeaten in 18 and potentially get into Champions League is unbelievable.
Yeah. Someone says champ for Paul Heyman.
Oh, yeah. You that heel turn.
Boy, real talk.
Bron Breaker. My new guy.
The new
My
cut.
new guy. You say you like him?
Yeah,
he's cold.
He's
Isn't he?
my kind of, he's my kind of player.
Brutal guy, innit?
He's cold. He's cold.
I
What
remember when I was
does?
watching the Royal Rumble, he's like breaking man in half.
Yeah.
I said,
No,
I can get behind
He
this.
replaced Europe apparently.
Oh,
So,
yes,
De Rossi
yes,
was
yes,
the-
before.
I think I've got.
Yes, he did, because
Yeah,
Europe game was so
Southampton
bad.
manager,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
unfortunately got to give Rudiger a dud.
Oh, yeah.
He let his
I'll be real. The whole Madrid team, man.
Yeah, all
The
of
way they
them.
were acting.
Even
bro.
before the game, banned the ref. They're just moving.
Jude Bellingham in the tunnel afterwards. Every 50-50 going. I'm like, yo, Madrid are developing bitch syndrome.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it. But, bro, it's bitch behavior. I'm sorry. I know, like, you want to sugarcoat it, but, brother, since the Ballon d'Or, the way
they've
this
lost their
entire
heads.
institution has been moving, it's not very Madrid-like. And the fact that they think they have this entitlement or this kind of elitist attitude, for me, just, I don't know. It's just moving me away from them a little bit.
got a dud for West Ham.
What happened to Graham
Graham
Potter?
Potter.
What was he
He's
talking about?
done.
Of course I'm angry. I'm not a robot. I'm a human.
I'm not gonna swear.
Yeah, I like Graham Potter, man. I feel bad
His
for him.
head's gone.
His dad's. Oh, do you know his dad? But it's funny though. It's funny. It's a funny one. Do you see Chouameni's post after the game?
No.
Yeah, he said. Look, I'll show you. It was so funny.
Rasmus Højlund's a dud for that as well.
Oh, let me talk
He's
about
like,
Rasmus Højlund.
we wanted the win, but this was important for me.
What's Chouameni? He said.
Bro,
he said.
he's
You
got
know.
the worst
He said they celebrate our losses like we ain't gone. They celebrate our losses like we ain't gone. Win again. We'll be back. And everyone's like, we ain't gone. You think you're American and stuff. And you know
All right, Lukaku.
yeah, exactly. People are posting that. And you know where his actual quote is from? Flipping the baby. The baby said it in a video. Like I heard them be celebrating my losses like we ain't gonna win again. I'm like, man,
That is not the guy to be caught with, bro.
Man posted
Get
the
out
baby.
of
Code in
here,
the
man.
bag, bro.
Get out of
Put the
here,
Tio Cola in
man.
the
Man
bag, bro.
posting the baby, and he's funny.
Put the Tio Cola in the bag.
Literally.
Listen,
But
that's
yeah,
another
man.
episode. Champions League football's coming. It's that
Yes.
part of the season where there's high octane energy. So make sure you lock in. Follow the personals.
Slowcos?
Dos Locos
Wednesday?
will be there.
Has
Let
to
me
go,
let you know,
surely,
because
mate.
there's a birthday potentially. So
Yo,
man.
man.
Hey, listen, if you need to
He's
call me up,
talking to
I
me
will
about
be there.
birthday, yeah.
Second
I will be there.
Shut up, man. He talking to me about birthdays, bro. Anyway,
Make sure you check out Off Pitch
You're
as
invited.
well. Featuring Culture Comes, produced by yours truly. Check out Off Pitch. We had Alex Awobi on. Good episode that.
Yes.
The man them are working. There's gonna be various bits you're gonna see, so make sure you lock
Yes.
in, like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. PSA as well.
champ as well. This guy won a award, media
Footy
award
Blacklist.
in the
Oh,
Footy
thank you.
Blacklist. Yeah,
Come on,
I
man,
forgot.
don't try to gloss
He won
over that,
this
man.
Award. He won the best media.
Just media.
Best
Hey,
media.
did you see the way
media.
how everybody came in suit and tie
And he
then
just like Burna Boy, yeah.
show your Jew?
Yeah,
show your
again,
Jew.
I'm telling you,
Yes,
bro.
man.
Yo,
I'm watching you,
come on,
mate. I'm watching you.
Congratulations, bro.
Love my bro. Smash the
Congratulations.
like button on your way out. And listen, PSA, we know that we are here for you guys. We're here to entertain you guys. The end of the season's approaching. We do not take time off. Let us know what you want us to get into.
Our next few episodes are gonna be fan-driven.
Yes.
Yes.
Fan-driven episodes, because other than the top 4 race, let's have it right, people. Nobody gives.
Nothing's
We
happening.
all know nobody gives a damn about what's going on this season. Liverpool won it. Every team's relegated. That's it. You know what I mean?
No, it's facts.
There's done.
It's
You know what I mean?
actually
So
facts.
really and truly, the next few episodes are going to be fan driven. You lot's questions.
Yep.
You guys are going to drive the
Suggestions.
episode, and we are going to answer them. Any topics as well within football. It could be
It could
who
be
do you
outside
think
of
was
football.
better. This person be that. Whatever. We're going to have fun with it.
You know what we was arguing
now.
on
You know what I mean?
Big Six today. 100 men versus one gorilla. Who'd win?
Yeah, don't worry. We'll talk.
We'll talk another time.
Yeah, we'll talk.
We don't mind those types of
Listen,
questions as well.
Like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. The season's not done, but thank you for all the love so far. And listen, let's end it well, man. We'll see you soon.
Peace.
Peace.